up, squad? Welcome back to another Power Slap video. So Power Slap 14 just wrapped up this weekend in New Orleans. I think that's how they pronounce it, right? New Orleans? I think that's how they say it. So, man, what a card. Banging card. I'm a little late. I had to work that day, so I watched it today, and man, phenomenal card. We're going to get into some of the quick, rapid-fire results from Power Slap 14. Starting off with my man Emmanuel Muniz. He didn't defeat Brandon Rhodes. Ooh, excuse me. He actually lost, but the win in this one was that he moved up to middleweight, and he proved that he can actually hang with the middleweights. So I'm assuming that he might have left welterweight. So it's going to be an interesting time to see how he deals with the different sizes at middleweight. But for me, I think he did a great job. So I think he can come back, and I think he can. He can definitely, he belongs in middleweight. He can definitely bang with those guys. And so that brings us up to my new man. This guy is probably going to be the dark horse of the super heavyweight division. This is a massive human being. I mean, he had mountain traps, man. And Crispo, man, he was out. What was the weight difference? I think it was like 50 pound difference. So shout out to Crispo for actually taking those shots. He did wind up going down. This is just a big human being. I think Crispo should probably try to diet down a little bit more and go down to heavyweight. 150 pounds is just too much weight to give your opponent. So yeah, that's how that one ended. But man, Manu is probably, if there's anybody that could probably take out Dumpling and Hitman, it will probably be this guy. He's a massive human being, massive traps. I think they were like, he has a 30-inch neck. Like, that is crazy. Moving on to Zakar. This was another, man, just a night full of KOs. And it just seems like they couldn't lose tonight with the KOs, especially after the last card. But nonetheless, Zakar knocks out Cooper in phenomenal fashion. And he should definitely also be in the title contention as well. So that moves us up to Ro Montana versus Aaron Turner. Aaron Turner was 6'7", y'all. I don't think y'all understand. This dude was 6'7". Okay? That is crazy that this giant of a human being is out here slapping. And shout out to Ro Montana, because he took his best shots and he didn't go out. He lost on the scorecard. So, man, I think he is in the heavyweight division. He's going to be a problem, especially once he gets some technique down. He's going to be a bit of a problem. He never got wobbled. So look out for Aaron Turner, man. Then that brings us to Darren Godfrey versus Kali'i the Chief Kanakoa. We're going to call him by his name, the Chief. You know, over here we say the anime slap god, but either way, this was also another KO for Darren Godfrey. I mean, wow. What more to say? He's next. He's next for middleweight strap. Whoever wins in the next title fight, like, this guy has next, and you got to go up against him, and it's not going to be a good time. So Kali'i Kanakoa lost this one by KO, and yeah, Darren Godfrey he's a beast, man. Moving right along to Austin Turpin versus Vernon Cathy. Turp gets revenge. First off, it's nice to have Austin Turpin back in Power Slap. It's been a long time coming, and he definitely didn't disappoint. He never disappoints. He's quite a character, and I'm not gonna do the middle finger, but we'll do the ring finger. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Turp. We'll do the ring. We'll do that finger. We're not gonna do the other one. So yeah, man, he's savage. Knocked out Vernon Cathy. After he flinched, Vernon flinched. It was not a good flinch, because he was already wobbled from the first shot Austin gave him, and then he had to take another one. And it was probably one of the worst knockouts I've ever seen. He just laid his head on the podium, and it was a moment of silence. It was a moment of silence, because he was out of there before they laid him back. So yeah, shout out Austin, man. Great comeback. He looked good. He looked good. So that moves us right along into the championship rounds with Robert Trujo. I apologize if I mispronounce your name, but Robert, the real deal, is this dude is scary. This dude is scary. And for me, honestly, I don't know why they rematched Robert versus Dakota. This didn't make too much sense to me. As seeing as Robert pretty much smoked him the first time, which was what, a couple months ago. So to put this back together, I knew that this was probably going to be the same outcome. There was no chance he was going to beat Robert because Robert soundly defeated him the first time. So I look forward to what Robert has going on in the future. If he moves up, I think that's going to be great. If he goes down, I think he can only go up. Yeah, because he's at lightweight, so he can only go up. So man, he's gonna be a tough time for Blackburn, actually, because this man, he can take a shot and he can give a shot, and that is pretty much a rarity. But Blackburn does the exact same thing. He can take a shot and he can give a shot. So very interesting time in the lightweight and the welterweight division, especially with Muniz going up. Now I'm not sure if he's going to stay up, but he went up to middleweight. Brings us to the champion, Damian DeBell versus Wes Mena. This one, DeBell actually got stunned the first round. He actually got stunned the first round, and then he comes back and lays Wes out. I mean, it was bad. This was a great card. Great card. Damian DeBell showed a little bit he showed that he could make it with a little bit of adversity, because that first lap definitely did. It looked like it stunned him for sure, and he came right back in. This dude possesses a lot of power. I think he's going to be a problem in the heavyweight division, but I am a little bit nervous if he goes up against somebody who has really good power, like really good hitting power. Makes me a little nervous, but I haven't seen any chinks in the armor to think that he will not continue to be the heavyweight champion against whoever goes up there. So, and he's only 23, so you got to combine that as well. So yeah, he might be the champion for a long time unless he decides to leave that division. So anyway, man, this was a phenomenal card. Let me know in the comment sections below what you guys thought of the card. Who did you have picking? Who did you win? Who did you lose with? Yeah, all of that good stuff. And I must say, before I let you guys get out of here, Power Slap is growing, okay? And I say this from the standpoint of when you watch a UFC fight, right? There are times where, yes, you have phenomenal cards from top to bottom. But then even in those tiers, there's guys or matches that sometimes are not that entertaining, and people can somewhat lose interest, especially when you have them out until like 1-2 o'clock in the morning. But with Power Slap, I mean, there was knockout after knockout after knockout, and when there wasn't a knockout, it was like this jaw dropping, like, damn, I can't believe he ate that, and it keeps your attention all the way through. Sometimes your attention definitely, and I would challenge anybody, sometimes your attention during UFC fights, sometimes it tends to wane just a bit, or you start to drift just a bit, because sometimes these guys are circling, they're sizing each other up, they're trying to, as Mighty Mouse would say, cross the void, and that's all fine because that's a part of fighting. But at the same time, I think sometimes people's interest starts to dwindle down a little bit when there's not as much action going on, or there's not those big ooh-ah moments going on to get their attention back on the fight. But with Power Slap, it's just straight action all the way through, and yeah, I think the future of Power Slap is going to be very, very bright. So let me know what you guys think in the comment down below. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.